Dear student, today I am going to teach you intelligent agent, in which I will cover these topics: agents and environment, rationality, rational agent, speech description, environment type, and agent type. In artificial intelligence, everything is an agent. An agent may be human agent, autonomous car, it may be any machine, it may be any program. So agent is anything that can be viewed as perceiving its environment through sensor and acting upon that environment through actuators. Yet agent is just like a human being, just like that, it perceives the environment through sensors. Sensors means its its skins, its eye, its ear, tongue, and environments means in which environments it perceives, and acting upon that environment through actuators, or uh, and acting upon that environment through actuators. And so these are the actuators are called its hands, legs, mouth, and other body part for actuators. For the for example, if you are going to market and you are living in home and you think that there may be some raining occur, then you feel that by the help of air moisturizers and heat of environment, then you take umbrella by the help of your actuators. Actuators means your hands and others, and you go to the market and come back and return back umbrella to the environments. So this is agent, may be the robot agent, may be the human agent, may be the many machines. So when we talk about the human agents, then his ear, eyes, tongue, nose, skin, and other organs for sensors, hand, legs, mouth, and other body parts for actuators. Actuators are those parts that are able to take actions. Lift the fingers, turn left, walk, run, carry an object for actions. These are the parts which are helpful to take action. When we talk about the robotic agent, then camera, an infrared rangefinder for sensor, various motor for actuators. So this is the actual diagram of agent and environment. So this is the agent. So this is the agent, and agent perceive the environment by the help of his sensors and take actions by the help of his actuators. Actuators means its hands, legs, and this action back to the environment. So the job of AI is designed to agent program that implement the agent function. The mapping from percept to actions, we assume this program will run on some sort of computing device with physical sensor and actuators. We call this the architecture. So agent function, when we talk about the agent function, then agent function will map a perception to action. Whatever things we perceive, according to that perception, we take actions. So this is called the agent function. So how to generate this agent function? When we will feed the program, this is called agent program. In an agent architecture, then this is called the agent function. So obviously the program we choose has to be one that is appropriate for the architecture. If the program is going to recommend action like walk, the architecture had better legs. So it means that if you are going to recommend action like walk, the architecture had better legs. So architecture depend on which kind of program you want to feed. So when you talk about the goal of artificial agent, as well as you can say the intelligent agent, there are three main goals. First one is it has high performance. High performance means what you want to what you want from your intelligent agent, it should be performs. So its performance should be high. Second one is the optimized result. Result should be optimized. This means the time being, for example, if you are talking about the autonomous car, then this car should not get accident. This car uh, press proper brake at the times so accident will not occur. And so this, when some optimized result will occur, then this is possible by the help of rational actions. Rational actions has the properties of rationality. Before going to before going to on rationality, we are discussing first this example. This is the example of intelligent agent is called vacuum cleaner world. Here is the two rooms, room A and room B. Room A and B may be the dirty or may be clean. So this vacuum cleaner percepts accordingly, and we have this vacuum cleaner percept locations and contents. Example: dirty or clean. Action: what will action it perform? It will go left. Left means left room. B. Second one is it will go in the right. Right is the B room, or no action. So according to that, if percept sequence, if room A is clean, then it will move to the right direction. If room room A is dirty, then it will suck the dirt. If room B is clean, then it will move to the left direction, means left room. If room B is dirty, then it will suck the dirt. If A is clean, then if it come back to the A room, then it will definitely find clean. Then it will definitely go to the right room. And if A is clean, and again if A dirty, then it will suck the dirt from room A. So when we talk about the definition of rationality, rationality means right thing, right things, logical things agents should perform. So rationality is selecting the best possible action among the current possible actions in order to maximize a particular goal. If you are doing the right thing, then definitely your goal will be maximized. You will get you will achieve your goal. It does not mean that the person or agent has infinite knowledge. It does not mean the person or agent has infinite knowledge. If some person has infinite knowledge, then this person is called omniscience. But for the rationality, it doesn't mean the person has the omniscience knowledge. If person has a rational, if agent is a rational, then it can perform better in comparison to normal agents. The knowledge available till date is considered in the form of perception. So any human, if we talk about any human or if we talk about any intelligence, the history of the knowledge is called knowledge available till date. It means at this moment, if somebody, human or agent, want to perform some task, then at this moment, till date, it has knowledge, and it is used to select the best possible action. The action which can maximize the current goal can be used as an experience to learn in future. Also, if an agent is able to perform rationally by its own experience, it is autonomous, which is important for it for the learnable and adaptable. So this is autonomous, which is important for its learnable and adaptable. The rationality depends on the knowledge about the task environment. If you are playing, if you are going to play chess, then chess is the task environment for you. If you know the fully your environment, then definitely you will perform better. So there are different kind of environment also. Fully observable, partial observable. When we talk about the chess, then this is the fully observable environment. That because you know everything about the chess blocks, how can you move, you, how can you take moves, and how the opponent can move. This is the fully observable environments. And when we talk about the partially observable environment, then you can Take the example of autonomous car. You know the you know about your car, but you don't know what the other drivers are thinking to move your car. The experience got there so far, the performance measure data required to be satisfied and the action which can be taken. So rational agent, so rational agent has the property of the rationality. Rational agent has the property of rationality. An agent should strive to do the right thing based on what it action perceived and the action it can perform. The right action is the one that will cause the agent to be most successful. For example, every entry in the table is filled out correctly. When we talk about the rational agent, then rational agent should perform the right thing. Suppose if you are going to fill some table and table entries in table, then every entry in the table is filled out correctly, then this is the work of rational agent. Performance measure and objective criteria for success of an agent behavior. When we talk about the performance measure of a vacuum cleaner, then it could be a performance measure of vacuum cleaner agent could be amount of that cleaned up, amount of time taken, amount of electricity consumed, amount of noise generated, how clean the floor is, etc. are the performance measure of any vacuum cleaner. So when we talk about the rational agent properties, so rational agent at a given time depend on four things. The performance measure that define the criteria of success. Agent prior knowledge of the environment, action that the agent can perform, agent percept sequence to date. So this lead to the definition of rational agent. So rational agent, for each possible sequence, a rational agent should select an action that is expected to maximize its performance measure, given the evidence provided by the percept sequence and whatever built-in knowledge the agent has. So these are the piece description. Piece description is nothing but it is a model for any agent. Any agent follow the model by which you can perform the better. You can improve the performance of the model. So whatever agent we want to design, follow the piece model, which is given below. The piece means P means performance measure means goal. How you are achieving your goal. Second one is the environment. This is called also task environment where you are working. And third one is the actuators. Actuators means your hands, legs, or robots, hands, legs, and this these are useful for action. And sensor are used for perception. What is environment? To design a rational agent, we must first specify its task environment. Please description of the environment for an automated taxi. If if we are describing piece properties for the environment of automated taxi, then these are the things you can understand by example. The performance measure are the safe, the automated taxis journey should be safe, fast, legal, comfortable trip, maximize profit. Means petrol should be less petrol, or you can either you can use electricity should be minimal. Environment should be road, other traffic, pedestrian, customers. Actuators, its action will be the steering wheel, accelerator, brake, signal, and horn. And sensors are camera, sonar, speedometer, GPS, odometer, engine, sensors, and keyboard. These are the its sensors by which a autonomous car will sense the things. Suppose rain is raining. Suppose in the environment raining occur, then its automatically wiper will sense the thing and wipe the water from your mirror, front mirror or back mirror. So these are the piece. So every intelligent agent has piece description. These are the performance measure, environment, actuators, and sensor. So in the end of the session, I will ask the piece of the different intelligent agents. So next thing, we will talk about the environment type. First, I have described about the performance. Performance means intelligent agents performance. Means it should be the optimized performance. Optimized, it will provide optimized results. Optimized result, how we will provide optimized result? Then the intelligent agent is rational. It has rational properties, rational, right things. It will do right thing. And second one is the environment. Environment is also provide a main aspect of any intelligent agent. It means how you are, how do you, how you deal with environment. Your environment is which kind, on the basis of environment is performance increase or decrease. So there are the seven kind of environment. First of all, I am talking about fully observable versus partial observable environment. So fully observable means the environment we are capable to understand everything about the environment. This is called the fully observable. And partial observable, we are not able to understand the environment fully. And this is the partial observable. If an agent sensor give it access to the complete state of the environment at each point in time, then we say that the task environment is fully observable. Fully observable environment are convenient because the agent need not maintain any internal state to keep track of the world. And an environment might be partial observable because of noisy and inaccurate sensor, or because part of the state are simply missing from the sensor data. For example, a vacuum agent with only a local dirt sensor cannot tell whether there is dirt in other square, and an automated taxi cannot see what other driver are thinking. This example I have already given. Deterministic versus stochastic environment. This is another kind of environment where it's deterministic. If the next state of the environment is completely determined by the current state and the action executed by the agent, then we say the environment is deterministic. Otherwise, it is stochastic. In principle, an agent need not worry about uncertainty in a fully observable deterministic environment. If the environment is partially observable, however, then it could appear to be stochastic. Most real situations are so complex that it is impossible to keep track of all the unobserved aspects. For practical purpose, they must be treated as stochastic. Taxi driving is clearly stochastic in this sense because one can never predict the behavior of traffic exactly. So this is the deterministic versus stochastic environments. So both are based on the probability. So deterministic, in the deterministic, you are capable to keep track of the observable behavior, but taxi driving is clearly stochastic in this sense because one can never predict the behavior of traffic exactly. When we talk about the episodic versus sequential environment, then episodic versus sequential environment, just like a TV serial, some are the episode and some are the sequential serial. When we talk about the Sadhan India or Crime Patrol, this is the episode by serial. But when we talk about the Rama and Mahabharata, then these are the sequential. The one episode depend on the previous. Not the, for to understand the current serial and current day serial, we need to know the previous history. But in the episodic environment, episode we need to understand the previous episode. So in an episodic task environment, the agent experience is divided into atomic episodes. In each episode, the agent receive a percept and then perform a single action. Crucially, the next episode does not depend on the action taken in previous episodes. In sequential environment, on the other hand, the current decision could affect all future decisions. Chess and taxi driving are sequential. In both cases, short-term action can have long-term consequences. Episodic environment are much simpler than sequential environment because the agent does not need to think ahead. Episodic environment is much simpler than a sequential environment because the agent does not need to think. As the southern India, if you are uh, watching today's serial, you need not to understand the previous knowledge. This is the another kind of environment that is called single agent versus multi-agent. The difference between single agent and multi-agent environment may seem simple enough. For example, an agent solving a crossword puzzle by itself is clearly in a single agent environment. In the crossword puzzle, if you are solving, then you need not to use of the two player. This is a single player game. But if you are playing chess, if you are playing tic-tac-toe, then these are the multi-agent environment, two-agent environment. If you are playing carom board, then this is also a multi-agent environment. Then we talk static versus dynamic environment. If the environment can change while an agent is deliberating, it means agent is deliberating means agent is working at the current moment. Then we said that the environment dynamic for that agent, otherwise it is static. It means when the agent is working and that environment change, then this is called the dynamic environment. Otherwise, it is called static environment. So, static environment is easy to deal with because the agent need not keep looking at the world while it is deciding on an action, nor need to worry about the passes of time. In dynamic environment, on the other hand, continuously asking the agent what it want to do. Taxi driving is clearly dynamic and crossword puzzle are static. Discrete versus continuous. The discrete oblique continuous distinction difference apply to the state of the environment, to the way time is handled, and to the perceived and action of the agent. For example, the chess environment has a finite number of distinct states. Chess also has a discrete set of perceived and action. Similarly, text taxi driving is continuous state and continuous time problem. The speed and location of the taxi and of the other vehicle sweep through a range of continuous value and do so smoothly over time. Taxi driving action are also continuous. According to your steering angles, taxi move some other direction. If you move in the right direction, then taxi move in the according to the right direction. It is continuously change the environment. Sometimes when you are driving car, sometimes it's a plain road, sometimes it is the hill area, sometimes it is a some rural area, some urban area. So depend on the traffic area, and these are the things. And in the discrete environment, for the chess environment as a discrete environment, as a finite number of distinct. You know that these kind of things will arise. But in taxi driving, you don't know which kind of state can arise. This is the known versus unknown environment. The known versus environment means the environment you know about that environment. If you don't know about that environment, that is called unknown environment. This distinction refers not to the environment itself, but to the agent state of knowledge about the law of physics of the environment. In non-environment, the outcome for all actions are given. Obviously, if the environment is unknown, the agent will have to learn how it works in order to make good decisions. These are the different examples of task environment and their characteristics. Actually, observable, agent, deterministic, episodic, static, discrete. These are the uh, characteristics of the environment. So in the one side we are taking task environment, and another side we are taking uh, on the basis of the task environment example we are taking its characteristics. So when we talk about the crossword parts, then this is the fully observable environment, single agent environment, deterministic environment, sequential environment, static environment, not a dynamic, and it is the discrete. Similarly, when we talk about the chess is the fully observable environment, multi-agent environment because more than two player at least two-player play here, and it is the deterministic and sequential. It is a sequential environment because next move will depend on the previous move. Semi-static and discrete. Similarly, you can see like this. Different characteristics of the different examples. So this is the all about environment type. Now there are four basic type of agents. So today I am also describing agent type. This is the last topic of this intelligent agent. So when we talk about the intelligent agent, so intelligent are the following four types in order to increasing its generality. Generality. So first one is a simple reflex agent. Second one is a model based reflex agent. Third one is the goal based agent, and fourth one is the utility based agent. First of all, we are taking simple reflex agent. Reflex means spontaneously, immediately. So when we talk about human agent, if human agent is the simple reflex agent, then if somebody slap him, then without understand anything about his or her opponent, he slap back, then this functioning is called reflex. This function is called spontaneously. The reflex means immediately, spontaneously. Therefore, it acts only on the basis of the current percept. What he percept current, and according to that he takes actions, as well as it respond directly to the percepts. Ignore the rest of the percept history. It doesn't have history. Uh, if somebody slap him, then he back slap. But if somebody know about him, the person is older than me, person is respectable for me, then he will not slap him back. So a reflex agent doesn't have history. So history, this history is come under model based reflex agent. And when we talk about a simple reflex agent, this is the based on if then rules, and its environment should be fully observable. So this is the example of simple reflex agent. When we talk about the simple reflex agent, then this is the environment which is the fully observable and sense the things what the world is like now, world, current position of the world, and action, how this simple reflex agent perform the action. It is perform the action on the basis of the condition action rule. Condition action rules means if else condition. Suppose when we talk about the environment, here is a heat. Then if temperature is greater than 45, if temperature is greater than 45, then it will AC on. So it doesn't think anything. If temperature is greater than 45, it provides AC on. But when it may be, and it doesn't think either in the room the person is available or not. If the person are older, person are elder, then they don't require an AC, then they the simple reflex agent will not think, and directly on the basis of condition example it will on the AC. When we talk about the model based reflex agent, so model based reflex agent is the uh, another form of reflex agent. The main difference is that here environment is partial observable and it has some history of the environment. He has the perception history. It means it has the perception history. So it maintains internal stack to track aspects of the world that are not evident in the current percept. When we talk about this diagram, then it perceives the environment through sensors. Currently, what is the world is like now? These are the these are the history. These are the history. What is the current state? How the world evolved? What my action doing? which kind of action I should take. So he has some knowledge in his mind. According to that mind perception, it takes action. However, it also has a condition action rules. So suppose if the room has some person which are elder, so they feel uh, not they don't feel better in AC. So model based reflex agent will not consider only the temperature greater than 45, but it will also consider some other thing. Second thing, second thing, uh, according to the condition rules and other things, other these states, it will take the action by the help of actuators. Third one is the goal-based agent. Third one is the goal-based agent. Goal-based agents main aim to find out the goal. It act to achieve their goal means desirable situation. Which kind of situation it is already defined. Its main aim to find the goal. It is expansion of model-based reflex agent. Searching and planning. Its main aim to searching and planning. Work in partial observable environment. So first of all, it sense the environment, what the world is like now. According to that, it has history also about that environment. And according to that history, it will search the, and it will take actions. I'm talking about the goal-based agent. It will take the actions. So this action will be done on the basis of the searching and planning. Suppose your goal to visit some hill station by bike, then for to achieve that particular goal, first of all you to search the hill, which kind of hill you have to visit, which kind of bike is useful to uh, riding in hill, and which bike will give good mileage. So in the goal based agent we will perform searching and planning, then you will go ahead to perform your goal. But in case of utility, this is the last utility based agent. In utility based agent, instead of focus only on the goal, it will focus on the utility. Utility is based on the utility function. Focus on utility, not goal. Deals with happy and unhappy state. If its utility is performed, then it will come into the happy state. Otherwise, it will come into the unhappy state. So tries to maximize their own expected happiness. It major focus on that action by which agent come in happy or unhappy state. This is also work in partially observable environment. So this is the example of utility based agent where it sense the environment what the world is like now. This is the history by which you have to set your utility function. So if utility function is fulfilled, then it will say that how happy I will be in such a state. If I am not happy, then it will go back and do another things and do another things. So and take another action. Suppose you are going somewhere by a car. So your car has GPS sensor. By the help of GPS, you are going, but GPS is not showing कि at that road accident occurs because of that traffic jam occurred. So when you will reach at that locations when traffic jam occurs, then you have come into the unhappy states. So you will return back and go follow the another path, and that path will provide you happy states. This is the function of utility based agent. So I am describing about peace properties of different intelligent agent. First time I am taking about the medical diagnosis system. So when we talk about the medical diagnosis system agent, then its performance measure is a healthy patient, minimize cost, lawsuit. Environment, patient, hospital staffs, actuators are the screen display, questions, test, diagnosis, treatment, referrals. Sensor are the keyboard entry of symptoms, finding patient's answers. When we talk about the part picking robot agent, then performance measure the percent of the part in correct wins. Environment are the convey or belt with parts. Bends. Actuators are the joint arm and hands. Sensors are the camera joint angle sensors. When we talk about the interactive English tutor, then its performance measured with a maximized student score on test. Environment are the set of students. Actuators are the screen display, exercise, suggestions, corrections. Sensors are the keywords by which it will take knowledge about students. So this is all about the intelligent agent. When some part is not displaying in the this video by the help by diagram by photo because of the photo, so you can refer PPT also. Thank you.